Your dishwasher is lying to you. A dishwasher built in the early 1990s finished a normal cycle in about 45 minutes. It used around 10 gallons of water and a motor built from copper and steel that ran for 20 years without a service call. The machine in your kitchen right now takes 2 to 3 hours on a normal cycle. Some models push past 4 hours. It uses just 3.5 gallons of water. If the new machine is so advanced, why does it take 4 times longer to do the same job? And why does it break in 7 years when the old one lasted 20? The answer isn't technology, it's regulation. In 2012, the Energy Star program mandated that dishwashers use no more than 4.25 gallons per cycle. Manufacturers wanted that certification because it moves product off showroom floors. But you cannot clean baked-on lasagna with 3 gallons the same way you can with 10. Physics doesn't care about federal mandates. So the engineers solved the problem the only way they could. They made the machines run longer, much longer. Instead of blasting dishes with 10 gallons of hot water over 45 minutes, new machines trickle 3 gallons across your plates for 2 to 3 hours. Lower water pressure, lower temperature, more time. The dishes come out approximately as clean, and the Energy Star rating stays intact. One manufacturer's own specifications reveal the trade-off. Their express cycle finishes in under an hour, but uses 23.5 liters of water. The normal efficient cycle uses 10.5 liters. The fast cycle burns more than double the water because that is what it actually takes. The efficiency is not a breakthrough. It is a time tax. But the dishwasher is just the beginning. The real story is in the laundry room. A top-loading washing machine from the 1990s used about 40 gallons per load. It filled the tub, submerged your clothes, and a heavy steel agitator churned everything clean in about 30 minutes. Crude by today's standards, but it worked. Every single time. Today's high-efficiency front loaders use as little as 7 gallons. The clothes tumble through a shallow pool at the bottom of the drum, barely getting wet before the spin cycle kicks in. Consumer Reports tested these machines and found that some use so little water the laundry came out dirty. Their lead engineer said it plainly. Below 2 gallons, clothes come out dirty, but the machine passed its efficiency certification. So what do real people do? They run the load again, or they pre-rinse everything by hand, or they press the deep fill override button manufacturers quietly added after complaints started piling up. That button is the confession. They know the mandated water levels are not enough, and that deep fill cycle often uses more water than the old machine you replaced. The water-saving washing machine either leaves your clothes dirty, forces a second cycle, or lets you override the savings entirely. The only winner is the sticker on the spec sheet. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I cover the engineering behind everyday scams every week. Now let's talk about what's actually killing your appliances. Inside every washing machine, dishwasher, and refrigerator sits a motor. In the 1990s, that motor was copper windings, steel housing, and mechanical bearings rated for tens of thousands of hours. A 1990 Whirlpool direct drive washing machine motor could run for decades. Appliance repair technicians still encounter working examples from that era in service today. Modern high-efficiency motors are smaller, lighter, and draw less energy per cycle. But lighter means thinner windings. Smaller means less thermal headroom. And drawing less energy per cycle often means the motor is running closer to its maximum capacity on every single load. Think of 2 trucks hauling the same cargo. One has a massive engine that barely notices the weight. The other has a tiny engine redlining at highway speed just to keep up. That's what happened inside your washing machine. The old motor loafed at 40% capacity. The new one runs at 80% every load. Appliance repair technicians report that motors now last 1/3 to 1/4 as long as they used to. When the motor fails in year 4, the repair runs $200 to $300, close enough to replacement cost that the broken machine goes straight to the curb. The materials tell the same story. Steel housings became plastic. Mechanical switches became electronic control boards packed with sensors and Wi-Fi modules. Each component is another failure point, and when the control board dies, the replacement often costs more than the machine. A peer-reviewed Norwegian study found washing machine lifespans dropped 45%, from 19.2 years to 10.6 years. Oven lifespans fell 39%. Dishwashers now average about 7 years. Washing machines average 5 to 7 years. Compare that to the machines your parents owned that ran for 25 years with nothing more than an occasional belt replacement. The average lifespan of major home appliances went from 20 to 30 years in the mechanical era, down to 10 to 15 today. Repair technicians on the ground say the real number is even worse. Many report modern appliances needing their first service call within 3 to 4 years of purchase. And here's what ties it all together. Energy Star measures energy consumed during operation. That's it. It does not factor in the energy to mine raw materials, manufacture the machine, ship it across the ocean from the factory, deliver it to your house, and haul the dead one to a landfill 7 years later. Nobody at the EPA is counting the diesel fuel burned by the truck that takes your dead washing machine to the dump. The United States generates almost 8 million tons of electronic waste every year, including appliances. Only 15% gets recycled. An estimated 40% of heavy metals in American landfills come from discarded electronics and appliances leaching lead, cadmium, and mercury into the groundwater. American households spent 43% more on appliances in 2023 than in 2013. But prices dropped 12% during that period. The entire spending increase came from buying more frequently, not upgrading, replacing. An appliance that lasts 25 years is 1 sale. An appliance that lasts 7 years is 3.5 sales. 3.5 times the manufacturing, shipping, packaging, and landfill tonnage. The manufacturers did not fight these regulations. They embraced them. The industry sat at the table with the Department of Energy and the Environmental Protection Agency and hammered out a joint recommendation for stricter standards. Not because they care about the environment, because every tightened standard produces machines that break sooner. And broken machines are the only thing that generates revenue for an appliance company. Nobody questions a machine that dies in year 5 if the sticker says it is saving the planet. You just feel guilty about your carbon footprint and order another one from the same home improvement warehouse where you bought the last one. The green agenda did not create durable, efficient machines. It created a disposable appliance economy dressed in sustainability branding. The machines got weaker, the cycles got longer, the lifespans got shorter, and the landfills got bigger. That is not efficiency. That is planned obsolescence with a government seal of approval. If you want to see how another industry uses the same trick, that video is on screen now.